And this is the front from the back. Let you know how they like this. And this is how the GLB looks in the front. Hello guys, Ivan here and welcome to new video. So today we are at MG Performance Center, Bratislava-Lamač. Special thanks for having us here today. And we will compare two popular SUVs, the 2025 Mercedes GLB and 2025 Mercedes GLC SUV. And this video is important to watch for those people which are interested either in the GLB or the GLC. They are thinking to getting one or another. In this video I will show the exterior interior practicality and we will talk about these two very popular Mercedes models. Alright guys, so let's talk about the GLC versus the GLB. The GLC is the smallest mid-size SUV on the rear-wheel drive platform. So the main platform is the rear-wheel drive. For example, same as on the GLE or the GLS, which we can see here. This is GLE Coupe, GLE SUV and the GLS. And here we have the smallest one on the rear-wheel drive platform, which is the GLC. And on the other hand, the GLB is the largest on the front-wheel drive platform. On the front-wheel drive platform, this is the biggest SUV and also the biggest car on the front-wheel drive platform. So the main axle here is the front one, and on the GLC is the rear one. Here we will also look from the back, and we will talk about the differences here as well. So the GLB is the facelift version, the latest version of the GLB. You can get the GLB and the GLC in all kinds of powertrains, petrol, diesel or a plug-in hybrid. You cannot get both of these as an electric car because here we have the EQB as well, and GLC doesn't have the electric version. So combustion or plug-in hybrid. Now also in the US the plug-in hybrid is available from the GLC. The big difference is also that on the GLC we have the 9G-tronic, which we can find on the GLE and the GLS as well. And on the compact cars such as the GLB, here we have the DCT, so double clutch. So this is actually the more sporty transmission. This one is more comfortable, so the gear changes will be less. You will feel less the gear change in the 9G-tronic, and this is still pretty smooth, but this is much smoother this one than the double clutch. So that's certainly a big difference. So if you want the smoothest possible, then go for the GLC for sure. So we can go and take a look at the specific models, at these specific cars. So the GLC in this case is 2.0 liter diesel engine. So this is verde silver metallic paint, and this is not the AMG line version. You can see the price reduction as well, about 5,000. And this car does not have a night package. This is more like elegant configuration, so without the AMG line, more sporty version. Also with the beige interior, which you cannot get on the AMG line. Just look at this beige, we'll check this as well. And here is the GLB. If you are taking a look at these side by side, there is not a massive difference between these in terms of the size. Of course you can see this one is more narrow than the GLC, but it's not like a huge difference. For the GLC we don't have the sunroof, but you can get it as well, so that is also possible, of course. And yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. Also for the GLB we have the multi-beam headlights, you can see it here. And for the GLC we have already digital lights, so this is more advanced technology, significantly better during nighttime. And this is also, we can say, one class higher up in the offering of the Mercedes. So yeah, honestly I wasn't really fan of the non-AMG line cars, but I'm starting to like them more and more because I think it's very nice that they are offering more elegant versions, and many people actually like these more than the AMG line, so that's certainly something to be aware of. A lot of chrome here, as you can see in the front, also in the grille. And it looks different, the grille. It doesn't have a stars like the usual AMG line grille with the stars. And on the GLB we have the dots, as you can see here. For example, on the CLA facelift we already have a stars in the grille, so it varies as well. So the wheelbase, the difference is that 59 millimeters is longer for the GLC, so the wheelbase is longer. That is usual case for the bigger cars. The wheelbase, many people say the wheelbase is the most important dimension parameter, so that is certainly the case. Also, if you look here behind the front wheel, you have a small panel here, and that is usually like this for the front wheel drive. But if you look here at the GLC, you can see you have a larger portion here behind the wheel. So in the C-Class this is a cap backwards design really. I'll check out here behind the front wheel how much space. It's even more than in the GLC. So that is certainly bigger, 59 millimeters, so almost 6 centimeters. So in terms of the length, 82 millimeters, so the GLC is 82 millimeters longer than the GLB. Almost all dimensions are bigger, longer, taller, except one, which I will tell you. So 82 millimeters, that's like this amount of the space, maybe this. Not huge, of course, but that's the difference between the classes of vehicles. So yeah, just keep this in mind. So in terms of the height, the GLB is actually taller, 11 millimeters, which is not a lot. Maybe like this amount. So yeah, it's a little bit taller. But the fact that it's taller is actually surprising, and we will see also in the interior the differences as well. So let me know your thoughts, your first impressions. The LEDs, you can see the stripes and like a smaller stripe, so you can see here eyebrow and the smaller ones, and same principle but different design on that one, on the GLC. The GLB looks more boxy, it's like a new style GLK for sure. The previous model GLK many years ago. So 86 millimeters, the GLC is wider, 86 millimeters, which is once again sort of this amount. So you can see it that it is a wider, more wide vehicle, the GLC. And you can also see the hips, how they are looking here. On the GLB it's not as short-like. On the GLC is definitely more rounded here in the back. As far as tail lamp goes, you have the stripes as well. This one is sort of curved, a little bit different thickness, and this one is thick, the same basically amount, as you can see. Only in the end it sort of thins out, but otherwise it's more or less the same. So more chrome here on the GLC because we don't have the night package, and less chrome on the GLB, which is with the AMG line and night package. And the weight, 145 kilograms, so that's around 300 pounds. The GLC is more heavy for this amount, so quite a substantial difference in terms of the weight. Also, the GLB looks, I would say, more boxy, but the GLC looks sort of more wider. It looks more substantial than the GLB. I really like the both of these cars, and yeah, there are differences for sure in terms of the design. You can see that here this line slopes upwards and here is more or less straight. So yeah, these two are actually pretty close in terms of the usability. So let's talk about the boot space, which is for many people almost the most important stuff. Of course, we have automatic tailgate, and also here you can also kick under the boot. So the GLC has 620 liters cubic feet. You can find on the screen the information about the cubic feet. And for the GLB we are looking at 570, so that's 50 liters less than in the GLC. For me, that's not as huge difference as you may think. Why? Mainly because we can do one thing in the GLC. You can push here the seats like this forward, and now you have even more space for longer objects. Check it out. So with this, you cannot do this in the GLC. So in terms of this, it's fixed, the rear seats. You cannot move them like on the rails like the GLB. So once again, now it's more or less matched with the GLB. So that's why many people think that these two cars are actually pretty close to each other in terms of the practicality. Also, you have a tow hook here, so you can tow a trailer. This one pops out halfway, then you need to secure it. On the GLC we have it as well. On this one it goes automatically, so you don't need to do anything. So this is also difference. And it goes back automatically. Also the tailgate. And on the GLB it only releases and you need to push it back manually. But it's not a big deal in my opinion, but that is a difference for sure. Okay, and you can close it the same way electrically. So now let's talk about the price of these two cars. This is also diesel one, but less powerful, 200D, than the GLC, that is 220D. You can also get the GLB for 220D, but just a comparison, this one is 55k after the price reduction, 60, 55, and this one is 70, so 15,000. If we add more powerful variant to the GLB, I think it could be difference, could be smaller one. Also depends on the configuration, so around 10k, because here is also not a metallic paint, and here is if you add AMG line, and also the price is higher, so the difference could be around 15k more or less. If you are talking about the monthly payments, there is also few hundreds per month difference. So we can say substantial for the difference in the classes. In terms of the driving experience, I would say you can definitely feel that you are in a more luxurious car in the GLC. The GLB, you still have a feeling like you are in the compact car, which is not bad, because I have still my A-Class. I like compact cars, but it's not for everyone. This is for sure. It feels like it's a front-wheel drive car. This one feels and is rear-wheel drive, so it feels more luxurious, more quiet also on the during drive on the highway, and in all circumstances. The insulation in the interior is definitely higher for the GLC, and that is certainly the case. Also, the GLC is new generation and the GLB is the facelift, so this is brand new generation and GLB is the facelift version. We can say mid-cycle refresh, like it's in the mid-cycle of the generation. So that's also why there is a difference. In terms of the MBUX and the steering wheel, that's actually very similar, the steering wheel especially. Here we have the less sporty one in terms of the steering wheels, you can see here, but the size is the same. You can also see more silver here and the capacity of buttons. And now we can check out, also you can see the layout of the screens. We have a large screen in the middle, like in the S-Class, so this is very S-Class inspired interior. And in the GLB it's more sporty, So AMG line steering wheel looks more sporty for sure. Nappa leather here. You cannot find this on the non-AMG line. You have a different feeling of the steering wheel for sure. That's what I also like about the AMG line steering wheel. And also you can see two screens here. The infotainment is the latest one, but certainly it's a difference in terms of the screen size. So now we can sit and compare these two models. Alright, so let's close the doors. We'll also try this in the GLC. Full electric seats, memory positions, and this sort of metal weave. Not like carbon fiber, but in this direction, okay? In the direction of the carbon fiber. So I like this, and it's much less expensive than the carbon fiber, that is for sure. So here is the heating for the seats. You can see the seat heating on 3 levels, 3 memory positions, ambient lighting, and here is actually the steering wheel. The steering wheel is manual on all compact cars, also in my A-Class, so you can push it. In terms of the plastics, I would say you can feel also the GLC is more luxurious, but the GLB, for what it is actually really nice offering. I actually like, personally I really like the compact cars from Mercedes, and I find them more playful. So in the GLC is much more luxurious. If you're looking for luxury, okay, that is it's good, but for me I really like this go-karty feeling, but go-kart which is comfortable. So that's how I would describe the feeling of the front-wheel drive compact Mercedes cars. So here we are looking at the infotainment system. So here we have the latest MBUX. You can change here the classic, understated, sport, also navigation, assistance, and service. So here in the pre-facelift you have actually the touch-sensitive touchpad, but right now we have the controls, and you can control it by your finger. It's the touch screen, so there is certainly a difference with the facelift. The MBUX, I'm not going to go over everything, but you can see the screen size is you will see it's smaller than on the GLC, but for me it's fine. It's fine for me. I have the same setup of screens in my A-Class, and I'm actually satisfied with this. I personally don't need huge screens, but certainly it really depends on your preference what you want. Also check out this metal weave is here, and this is very nice, this sort of polished material. The seats, these are actually the man-made leather, so Artico. So this is man-made leather and microfiber. Personally I really like the seats. I have these in my third Mercedes. In the first I have them as well in A-Class, my first one, second A-Class as well, and now in A35 I have them as well, but with the integrated headrest. This one is adjustable, as you can see here, so you can adjust this, okay, forward, and also height here, and also the angle you can adjust, so for different levels. So that is certainly very cool. Okay, and also here the height, like this. This is really good material. It's not hot in the summer and it's not cold as much in the winter, so I really appreciate this material. This is to change the dynamic, so comfort, eco, sport, and individual. 2 cup holders, adjustable. The stalk for the transmission is actually here on Mercedes, so that's really good. You don't need to have it here, and you can close also this roller compartment, very nice as well, and just need to close this so it doesn't blow on the microphone. And yeah, certainly it looks really premium. The ambient lighting is also pretty nice and not as substantial as in the GLC, but I like it a lot. What you can also get in the GLB is the Burmester surround sound system. In this one we have actually the advanced As you can see the Burmester logo here, check it out, but this is not the Burmester, only the logo in black, so that means advanced sound system. So yeah, also check out here, we have the Distronic, so you can change the level of the vehicle in front. So Distronic is adaptive cruise control. You can change the distance with vehicle in front and the car will keep the distance automatically. Very good feature. This is calming me quite a lot. You can also change what is in the middle here, so very good system. Also you can have the navigation as well, so very nice interior for me, and I really love the compact Mercedes cars. So for me these compact Mercedes cars are more fun to drive than the GLC. So GLC is more luxurious actually, and for some reason I really like, I appreciate the comfort level of the GLC, but for some reason I like the go-karty feeling. But we have pretty good roads here. If you have bad roads, the GLC will be better option because it's more soft, and yeah, it can absorb the road better than the GLB. So that is a little bit different, bigger class, more comfort. Right guys, and now in terms of the headroom, check it out. This is ridiculous. How much space do I have here above my head? That's like 20 centimeters. How much is in inches? You will see on the screen, but you can see huge amount of the headroom. And even if you have a sunroof, you have a little bit less, but still a lot. So this, because it's a boxy shape and 11 millimeters taller than the GLC, it means that this is extremely spacious, and I feel in this cabin like it's really spacious. So that's very good for a GLB. You have here this rubber, and this basically protects this area, so it's not dirty for your pants, jeans, pants, when you are stepping outside, especially in the winter or when it's rainy. So very good, you can see. So it protects this area. That's very smart. Also pedals with the AMG line, aluminum with rubber dots. You can get the same with the AMG line on the GLC. Once again, you have the option to move the seats. So in terms of practicality and variability, this is much better than the GLC. The GLC is not possible to move with the seats. Also, huge benefit is that you have 7-seat option for the GLB. With the GLC, that is not the case. So you cannot get the 7-seater for the basically for the GLC. This is 5-seater option, but you can get the 7-seater GLB as well. So that is also one big thing. And you can change the angle of the seats. So check it out. This one is more straight up. This one is more laid back. And also it's far away, more far away. So we can see it here from the other side. Check it out. So the seat is much more forward, and also the angle of the backrest. So huge variability for the GLB. So pretty solid sound for the doors, and I have a really nice comfort here. I'm sitting higher up, so I have good visibility in the front. And this is how the GLB looks in the front. Let me know how they like this. So I would choose the sunroof for the roof. That's mainly because I like the sunroof and it's much more bright in the interior then, but you can do that easily by choosing the car which has this option, but not everyone needs this. Also, in terms of the legroom, we have this amount, very good. That's more than 10 centimeters, I would say easily. Maybe even 13-14 centimeters. Inches, you will see on the screen. In terms of the space underneath the seat for my legs, you can see I can tuck my feet underneath the seat, really good as well. Comfortable, this is really good for the comfort, so yeah, I'm really happy with this. Also, we have the AC here in the back, and also the USB-C ports illuminated, storage space also here in the nets, and more ISOFIX here. can tuck the seat belt, ambient lighting. Very nice interior for sure. Also check out here armrest, you can fold it out, and you have a space for 2 arms, cup holders. These are adjustable like this, and also the lower section, okay. So this is good. And yeah, that's in terms of the rear section. Let's check out the headroom. Alright guys, so the headroom is actually very solid. So this is 10 centimeters, I would say easily. I'm 185-86 centimeters, that's 6 feet and 1 inch. And I have plenty of space here in the back of the GLB. So for me and even taller people than me, this is plenty of space. And it really feels spacious here in the GLB. Alright, and the beige leather is actually not a leather. It's an imitation leather, so man-made leather article. Macchiato beige and black. But let me tell you something. This is pretty good quality for the non-real leather. And also this is the avant-garde version of the GLC. So you can also get the window trim in black with the night package if you want. And in the avant-garde we don't have here the full ambient package. But let's start the vehicle. And immediately I can feel that this is actually quieter. But also, check it out, on this particular car we don't have the knob here, so it's also manual. But for me this is not a big deal, only if you're changing with your partner. That could be something to think about. Okay, so I want to show you this exact topics because I don't really feature AMG, non-AMG line a lot on my channel, but many people will buy this because it's a good deal, so that's why I want to show you. And I also find appreciation lately for this. Also check out here, you can extend this here with these on the sides. So we don't have it here because it's not on an option in this particular car, but you have sort of this half manual, half automatic in terms of the seats. Okay, so let's see. So here you have this option. So half manual, the height is automatic, and also the backrest, and also the lumbar support. So if I want to move the seat manually forwards and backwards, I need to use this, like in all manual cars. So that is something to think about. You can see it here as well. So you just need to hold this and move. So yeah, I really appreciate that even if you don't have the electric seats, you still have it more or less, only apart from one function, which is to move forward and backwards. Let's close the doors. Alright, so something to keep in mind, you cannot get the Macchiato beige on the AMG line version of the GLC. Why? I don't know, but you cannot get it. You can get, if you want brighter one, let's close, okay. If you want brighter interior in the GLC, you can go for the Niva gray, but that's a gray. If you want Macchiato beige, like we have beige here, you have to go for non-AMG line interior. Check it out. So this is non-AMG line. The main difference is the steering wheel. You have 2 spokes here, and also this middle section looks different, and also less chrome here. You have these sort of black parts surrounded with the chrome, and also this is Artico. It's not Nappa leather, so it's more hard, it's more stiff, it's not as squishy as as we saw in the GLB, the AMG line with the Nappa leather. That is certainly the difference, but more or less it's fine for me. And many women will appreciate the Macchiato beige. Let me know in the comment section down below. They love it, this interior. So women also most of the time don't care if they have or if they don't have the AMG line, so they mostly want this Macchiato beige. Also, as you can see, we have it on the GLE, the same Macchiato beige. On the GLE you can get the Macchiato beige with the AMG line, but here you cannot get this. So for man-made leather, this is actually high quality. So I'm actually really surprised how they can make man-made leather this sort of quality. You can get in AMG line Niva Grey or Sienna Brown, but not beige. Why? I don't know. And here we are looking at the walnut brown wood with the open pores. Check it out. This is really beautiful. So you can see it here, this sort of wood trim, really nice one. And I would say that this looks really luxurious with this wood. Also, you can get the macchiato beige as a genuine leather. You can get this in the GLC Avantgarde line, but not in AMG line, of course, as we speak. But this is the article man-made leather, but you can get the authentic real leather as well. So that is also the possibility. Just keep this in mind. Also, you can see here, this is everything in beige. Also here, the central tunnel, so everything looks more bright up, more luxurious. Also there in the GLC, everything is beige. So that is certainly what many people will love for sure. And also here in the back, really luxurious. I know in the US this is really popular, these beige interiors. Here not as much, but some women really want this in the GLC and in S-Class and other cars as well. So men drive less these sort of vehicles here, but nonetheless I really like it, and it looks we can say more bright in the interior for sure, with the brighter materials. And here is actually the walnut brown wood with open pores, so it's sort of like a matte and also like a wood texture, so it's not smooth, this material. In terms of the infotainment, here we have actually the latest setup, so the screen from the S-Class and also this one. Everything feels more substantial, more luxurious in the GLC than in the GLB. And also this is the latest infotainment system. So we still have here the Sport, Classic, Navigation, Assistance, Off-Road and Service. And here we have actually the latest infotainment with the latest icons on the MBUX, like we saw in the E-Class and CLE. This is the latest 2025 version. Off-road info, settings, devices, and you can see the AC there. Dynamic, this is for the off-road scenario. Then we have the Eco, Comfort, Sport and Individual, where you can set up everything how you want. 360 cameras, that's also available on the GLB. So you have here the front view, front wide view, then rear wide view, also the tow hook, the sides from other side, and we have auto. When you are moving, it can detect what you exactly want, and it will show you. Also fingerprint sensor, hazard lights, car favorites. So this is much more advanced in terms of the space. So also the CarPlay is much bigger on this display. So here in the middle we have actually the similar idea with two cup holders. These are also adjustable. So you can see here, you can put this away if you want. Two USB-C ports illuminated as well, and wireless charger for your phone, the same as well. Here in the middle is actually the armrest with the storage. You can also see this smaller storage. I also really like this. You can move it, and then we have more storage there. So that's pretty deep. A little bit more than in the GLB, but not much. Also this like aluminium sort of piece, aluminium finished. This is maybe plastic, I think, but very good quality. It feels definitely more high-end than the GLB. Also, check out here the glove compartment. That's of course better in terms of the cargo, so more space, and also you can lock it here with the key. Let's check in the GLB. GLB, you cannot lock the compartment, the glove compartment. So overall, in terms of the idea, I prefer the GLB, but in terms of the luxury, definitely this is more luxurious and more substantial, so more high-end. So yeah, the ambient lighting here is not a full package, so you can see it here. In terms of the ambient lighting, you can see here on my feet. Also, you can see the pedals. They are not aluminum with rubber dots like on the AMG line. And the ambient lighting you can see there in blue, and also we can see it here in the doors. So in the vents we don't have the ambient lighting like on the full ambient package, and I believe also here is a stripe underneath the display, so that is missing in this configuration, but you can get it as well if you want. And yeah, that's in terms of the front. Also let's check out the sunroof. So sunroof for this car is actually pretty huge. Check it out. Makes this cabin much more spacious. Also, if you press here, you can get the ventilation, so like a small gap, maybe 2 centimeters, like a 1 inch. And if you want to open this, you can open it like this. So now it's fully open. Also, the glass is tinted for hot days. Check it out, fresh air. You can also do this on the GLB if you have it. That's fantastic, I love it. And if it's too hot, if it's too sunny, what you can do is you can swipe here, and now it will actually close the sunshade, which is not a see-through one. So this will help you to keep you cool in those days when it's too sunny, too hot. And on some vehicles this is not even available at all. The glass can be like a darkened, but for many people they say it's not enough. This is a better solution, but of course more expensive, so the premium vehicles have it, some of them. Also you can move the headrest here forwards, backwards easily like this. So yeah, that is certainly the front. Here in the middle you can also change what is actually in the middle, so that is also the case. So let's hop in the back seat so we can see the difference. I will just set the seat as I would drive. Alright guys, so now let's check out the back. So here is how it looks with the beige spec. So let's hop inside. And let's close the doors. And we have heated seats here as well. That is also the case, possibility of that in the GLB. Ambient lighting here as well. Check out this sort of panel, metal design. Also everywhere here is actually the color of the macchiato beige, even here in the doors. And here we have actually, I would even say, less space than in the GLB. In the GLB you can move the rear bench, that's the main difference, but it's not a small amount. But if you are looking for the biggest amount, then the GLB is actually a better choice. And also for my legs, I can tuck them under the seat, but of course I can feel that I have less space here actually than in the GLB, which is interesting because this is a bigger class of the car. We don't have a net here, we have this sort of solution. And here we have also the AC with some storage space, and in this configuration we don't have the USB-C ports, but in other you can find them. And this is the front from the back. Let you know how they like this. So here in the back we have the armrest as well, which you can extend. Good for 2 arms, wide enough. If you press once, you get like a storage space for a phone or tablet. If you press one more time, now you get the cup holders extendable, more substantial in the GLC. Also, of course, ISOFIX, you can tag this as well. ISOFIX for child seat, and the quality leather here and the Artico as well, man-made leather. And every door card is actually in macchiato beige with ambient lighting, really nice one. Also here in the food area. In terms of the headroom, we have a nice amount, check it out. Similar here with the sunroof, so a good amount. I'm 185-86 centimeters, 6 feet and 1 inch, and I have plenty of space here, and I feel on the similar level in terms of the spaciousness, but the sunroof. So because of the sunroof, definitely we have more light in the cabin and it feels more luxurious, but that's not like an argument point, because on the GLB, so there's not the differentiator, because you can also get this sunroof on the GLB. Alright guys, and that's it in terms of the comparison of the GLB and GLC. Let me know in the comment section down below which one would you go for. Me personally, I would actually go for the GLC because I would like to have a little bit more of the luxury. I really appreciate the GLB, but something about the GLC is what I like, and it's a little bit more step up than the GLB, but GLB is on another level, actually really good in terms of the price point. So you can get GLB 35 with the same powertrain as I have in the A35 AMG, and you can have very dynamic family car, also 7-seater or 5-seater, depending how you want. Certainly that is an attractive idea. So there are many opinions and many choices. Maybe in 2 months I would say different result, but right now I'm saying the GLC. But it's up for you to decide, of course. If I would have to pick between the GLB 35 AMG and the diesel version or petrol version of the GLC, I would likely go to the GLB 35 because I like the AMG aspect, the more sporty aspect of the car. And it's still pretty spacious, this GLB. This GLB is still pretty spacious, so let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and which one would you go for, the GLB or the GLC. And if you find this video useful guys, smash the like button and subscribe, hit the notification bell and turn on all notifications so you're notified for all upcoming episodes. And thank you very much for your support. I will see you soon in the next video. Have a wonderful day.